We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 11, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Mike 17, Mike 17. It's a party now. It's a party now.
From the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, 82, check 18.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That one caught by Gibson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's just me and you. 17's Mike, Mike 17. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Catch made by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jones now to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his left. And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's complete to Slayton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
17, Mike 17. Rip left, rip left.
Jones on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Mike 17. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 1st touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
Kick is
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Washington, nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Max Crosby in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack on 1st down, Mariota being chased out left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended.
Here's Tressway now, as his 1st punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Washington nothing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Jones on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota, that's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Gain of 14. And the Washington.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Mariota on the keeper. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
3 yards on the play. 1st down.
From the gun, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Jakeem Grant. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
17's Mike 17.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Returnable for Grant. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 32 on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Mariota again. Forced out to his left. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to
Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Washington 14, Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 50, check 50. Back to 60, back to 60.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
17.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Washington.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Curtis Samuel.
2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing, Mariota, escaping the pressure right. He's got Burton here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 2nd down.
For Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Dancing to his left. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The ball carrier.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And Saquon Barkley at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Mariota. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
A 33-yard.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go. Single, 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 single. Go nowhere, 22, go nowhere.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Complete to Antonio Gibson.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Washington first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Washington.
Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Mariota going to run on the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on second and 13. Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 17. Here we go, G. Here I come.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
And a yard at the 41-yard line.
Mariota here to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
The tackle
23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance. So for Washington,
they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.